Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the vast, sunburnt country of Australia. And I promise you, there is so much more to this place than kangaroos and koalas. We're about to peel back all those stereotypes and uncover some facts that are going to blow your mind.
So, let me ask you, what do you really know about the land down under? Because this place, this continent, it's a land of incredible, jaw-dropping contrasts, spanning from the truly ancient to the hyper-modern.
And you can see that contrast perfectly right here. I mean, just look at this. On one side, you've got these ancient landscapes, home to some of the oldest evidence of human life on Earth. And then, bam, on the other side, you've got these incredible architectural marvels, like the Sydney Opera House, a symbol of modern achievement known all over the world.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about extremes. Because to really understand Australia, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of the place and the absolutely wild swings in its environment. You know, right off the bat, Australia has this totally unique spot on the globe, and I mean that literally. It is the only country in the entire world that is also its own continent. It's this massive island just sitting there between two massive oceans.
And here's a fun little paradox for you. While it's technically the smallest of the 7 continents, as a country, it is absolutely enormous. Just to put that into perspective, even though it's the little guy on the continent list, it's way closer in size to the vastness of Greenland than it is to South America.
And the extremes don't stop with just the size. We all have this image of Australia being crazy hot, right? And it is. Temperatures have been recorded at over 50 degrees Celsius. But would you believe that the Australian Alps actually get more snow than the Swiss Alps? It's nuts. It really is a land of both fire and ice.
Oh, and that massive scale? It doesn't stop on land. Take the Great Barrier Reef, the largest living thing on the planet. It's not one big reef. It's a massive collection of around 2,900 individual reefs. It's so huge you can actually see it from space.
So, what happens when you have a continent that's this extreme and this isolated from everywhere else? Well, you get some of the most bizarre and wonderful animals on the planet. This is where Australia's reputation for being kinda weird really shines. Let's start with a group of animals called monotremes. Now, these are mammals that lay eggs. Yeah, you heard that right. When British scientists first saw a platypus, they were so baffled they were convinced it was a hoax. And get this, today the only 2 monotremes left on Earth, the platypus and the echidna, can only be found in Australia.
All right, pop quiz time. Any guesses which Aussie animal is famous for, well, for its cube-shaped droppings? I'm not kidding. This is one of the most wonderfully strange facts in the entire animal kingdom.
And the answer is the wombat. If you guessed the wombat, you're right. It's not a joke. Their intestines literally have different levels of stretchiness that molds their poop into cubes. And they do it so they can stack them up to mark their territory. You just can't make this stuff up.
This incredible uniqueness even makes its way into the national symbols. The Australian coat of arms has a kangaroo and an emu on it. And the reason why is just pure symbolism. Neither of those animals can easily move backward. It represents a nation that is always, always moving forward.
And for our last animal spotlight, meet the superb lyrebird. This bird is basically nature's ultimate DJ. It can perfectly mimic almost any sound it hears. I'm talking car alarms, camera shutters, even the startling sound of a chainsaw. It's incredible.
Okay, so from the wild creatures, let's turn to the works of people. Australia's story is also told through its incredible symbols built from stone and steel. Let's take a look at some of the landmarks that really define the nation.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? These symbols represent our land, governments, and stories. They aren't just buildings or cool-looking rocks, they are the physical chapters of the country's history.
A perfect example of a modern symbol is Parliament House, right in the capital city of Canberra. This isn't just a building. It's the heart of Australian democracy. It's where the country's laws get made and where its future is debated every single day.
And this was no small project. I mean, check out this number. When it opened back in 1988, it had cost over $1 billion to build. That kind of investment really shows you just how important this building is as a symbol of their democracy.
And, you know, Australia takes protecting these places really seriously. They have this whole multi-layered system, from local lists all the way up to the super prestigious World Heritage List, to make sure that these symbols, both the natural ones and the man-made ones, are kept safe for generations to come.
All right, let's switch gears and have a little bit of fun, because to really get a feel for Australia, you've got to understand the way they speak.
which, trust me, is a language all its own.
So the first thing you'll notice is that Aussies just love to shorten words. You're not going to say, let's meet this afternoon for a barbecue. No. You're going to say, let's meet this Sarvo for a Barbie. See? It's all about efficiency.
And here's a classic one that gets tourists every time. In Australia, what you see here are not flip-flops. They are thongs. So if an Aussie tells you to wear your thongs to the beach, I promise, they are only talking about your footwear.
It's almost like there's a formula. You just take a word, you chop it in half, and you stick a vowel on the end. Breakfast becomes brekkie. A service station is a servo. Even a big global brand like McDonald's is just called Macca's.
And all of this unique culture, the slang, the crazy animals, the landscapes, it can all be summed up in one great phrase: true blue. It just means something is genuinely 100% authentically Australian.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. From the ancient lands and the cube-pooping wombats to the incredible landmarks and the quirky language, what do you think is the most true blue thing about Australia?